So you guys look really comfortable. This sets a whole new precedent around here. Antoine is working harder than you guys. You know what? And I'm not even gonna get mad at you because you guys are gonna leave on a mission.
I'm all about missions. What's up?
You guys are driving up to Carson City, and there's a guy up there with a 1970 650 Tiger Triumph, okay?
Oh, sweet.
Wants 10 grand for it. I'm sure you can pick it up for right around 8 grand. As long as it runs good, I want it. So, you know what? You guys
It's not gonna run good.
How do you know it's not gonna run good?
Because it's a Triumph.
Don't Triumphs run better than Harleys?
No.
Yes.
The only reason he likes Triumphs is because I like Harleys.
No, I liked Triumphs before you were born. I just
They're
collect-
backwards, dude.
No,
That's
they're
weird.
just different than American bikes because the old Triumphs,
Or backwards.
yeah, they're backwards. So what's the problem?
It's weird.
Well, you just have to get used to doing it.
They're lame.
I'm giving you guys a break when I shouldn't be. So go to Carson City. Bring Antoine with you. If it runs good, just buy it for me, okay? Even
Can I ride my Harley?
I don't care what you ride. Just go up there and get me the motorcycle.
Ready for a road trip, Big Hoss?
I guess so. You want to ride bikes?
I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Let's get out of here.
All right. Hey, how's it going?
Corey, the bikes are back in the warehouse.
Let's check them out.
We do motorcycle frames, we do gas tanks, we do oil tanks, we do handlebars. We got 5,000 different parts we make here in the U.S.
So pretty much, yeah, if you're building a custom bike, you're gonna at least have a few parts from these guys on it.
Well, the bikes are back here. Let me show you. We got a couple of nice ones. I think you're gonna really get excited. This is a 1970 Triumph.
Oh, that's nice, man.
I actually bought this bike in 1999 and sent it to my nephew, and he restored this bike in 3 years from a pallet of parts to exactly as you see it now.
It's actually funny, man. I've never liked Triumphs, but this is kind of tickling me a little bit.
I have a 1970 Triumph Trophy 650 for sale. It's fully restored. It's really a nice piece. You don't find them this way very often. I'd like to get $10,000 for that.
You like this thing?
Don't tell anybody. but yeah, it's actually really clean. Your nephew did a really good job.
I mean, it's just like it left the factory floor, and it runs like a sewing machine. It really, it's kind of a really fun bike to drive.
Chum, you got to realize in the 60s and 70s, these things, hands down, were just a better machine than a Harley was. They were a lot faster. They were heads and tails above Harley in technology, but they've kind of gone in and out of business a bunch of times, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe it was in the 70s. Didn't they run out of stock?
I think you're right.
Which is basically what made a lot of customers switch to Hondas.
Honda was a big player in the mid to late 70s.
10 years ago, you couldn't find a Triumph on the streets.
They're real collectible, absolutely. We have another one over here.
Oh, that Trike is sweet.
It's as fast as it looks, too. This is what we call our Paco Race Trike. We built it in 2013 for the show circuit to attract attention and bring people into our booth and so forth.
So this one looks like it's meant to go really fast.
It's a 5-speed with a chain drive because it's 125 inches, about 140 horsepower. So this is a pretty special, one-of-a-kind bike.
What do you want for the Trike?
I think it's worth every penny of $40,000. You couldn't build it for that, you know. It's a one-of-a-kind piece, and you're not going to find another one anywhere in the world like it.
Okay. So what are you looking for on the Triumph?
I'd like to get $10,000 for it. I think it's reasonable.
Well, I guess we got to ride them. I'll do the Triumph.
I'm kind of scared of this thing, honestly. It looks intimidating.
Yeah, you really got to pay attention when you drive this one. It's really fast. Did you guys bring your helmets?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
did.
did.
All right. Antoine, you want to go grab them?
Grab mine too, please.
Man, you guys are lazy.
I can't deny both these motorcycles are super rare and really cool. But if I'm going to spend anywhere near $50,000, I'm going to make sure they ride as good as they look.
Yeah!
These bikes both run great, and I know my dad really wants to Triumph, but I'm not sure they meet my motorcycle standards. So it all depends if Steve wants to lay off the gas and lower the gap on this price.
Left you in the dust, Big Hoss. This thing looks intimidating, and let me tell you what it is. Well, you feel like a badass driving this thing.
Definitely got a style to it. What did you think about the Triumph?
You know, I've never ridden a British bike before. It feels like I'm driving on the wrong side of the street.
Well, I'm telling you right now, we gotta get this thing right here. We're gonna be dumb if we don't pull back up to the shop with this bad boy.
This trike, we'd like to get 40,000.
I'm really liking it. But that being said, I think we are gonna end up passing on the trike. Seems like you guys just got a little bit too much money in it. And it's just gonna be a hard sell at the shop. But what can we really do on the Triumph?
We'd like to get $10,000.
Would you take 6?
No, no. I think it's a legit $10,000, $11,000 bike. I'll do 8.
I can go to 7. You gotta remember, I buy these to make money on them too. Getting up into 8 and 9 grand, you know, there's not much there for me to make.
75.
7. That's the best I could do.
We'll have to pass.
Had to pass? Okay, 75.
75, your dad's gonna be mad if you don't come back with that for over $500. Even Antoine knows that.
That's right.
72.
I think I'm gonna hold at 75.
Well, maybe next time, my man. I'll be around.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for the ride, man.
Oh, no, my pleasure.
Back to the 2 wheels, I
All
guess.
right.
Corey, over $300, you guys are gonna be pissed.
What's up, Pop?
Hey, what's up? You guys get my motorcycle?
No.
What happened?
Corey wouldn't buy it over $300. The guy was at $7,500 and Corey was stuck at $7,200.
Wait. What did I tell you guys to do?
Rick, I told him buy the bike, your dad's gonna be pissed at you.
The
And
bike was in perfect condition.
You tattletales, man. Honestly, no, dude, the deal wasn't right.
I didn't tell you to buy it because it was worth it or not. I told you to buy it for me.
There was no money to be made on the bike. I did you a favor.
No, son, I wanted the bike for myself because what do I ride, guys?
Triumph.
So I basically paid for you guys to have a vacation?
Not you guys. I argued to bring the bike home, Rick. I really did. Your son
Corey.
decided not to buy the bike over $300.
You know what? This is all my fault. I should have never sent you guys.
Thanks a lot, Corey.
Rick, really, you can send me on another trip. I promise.
You got a lot of balls bringing these in here?
Yeah, I'm big balling today.
What are you guys talking about balls for? Oh, billiard balls.
Billiards has been around for a long time. The original billiard balls were made out of wood, but they got damaged easily and were inconsistent in weight. And then in the 1800s, they started using ivory, but ivory was really, really expensive. So some guy came up with a method of making billiard balls out of nitrocellulose, camphor, and alcohol. If they were impacted hard enough, they could blow up.
I'm at the pawn shop today trying to sell my antique billiard balls. My uncle lives in Florida, and I was cleaning out his garage, and I saw these billiard balls that I've seen since I was a little kid. These balls are really cool. And the fact that they come in a case, it seems like a really good set. I'm hoping to make around $500 today.
This is interesting. So do you know where billiards actually came from?
I have no idea.
It actually came from croquet back in Europe. They used wooden mallets and wooden balls. They would set up little hoops instead of digging holes in the ground, and you would hit the ball through the hoop. Now, it got cold outside, so they made a big, giant green table where you could play croquet on the table.
That makes sense.
And that's where snooker came from. Eventually, snooker evolved to the pool.
That was a great little display. So you have balls here for snooker, pool, and English billiards, which, by the way, are actually totally different games, despite a lot of people using their names interchangeably.
What are you looking to do with these, man?
I'm looking to sell them.
How much you looking to get?
I think $500 is a fair price. They're pretty old, they're really unique.
I think they're pretty cool. I think they could be worth something.
Old billiard balls aren't really worth all that much, dude.
I know that, like some of the old ivory ones and things like that are worth money.
It's because they're made of ivory.
I'll tell you what, I know someone who knows all about antique billiards everything. So I'll give him a call. He'll come down here, and I'll bet you $100. If they're worth $200 or more, you owe me $100.
I will take that bet. Here's my $100. Put yours down.
I don't have any money on it.
But when you get it, let me know. We got a bet.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna defer to the expert, but I don't know. I'm pretty confident they're worth $500.
Hey, Max, how's it going?
Hey, Rick. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Good.
Well, Max here is an expert on all the billiard stuff.
Okay? I got that from his shirt.
So I was always told pool came from croquet. Am I right?
Actually, you're halfway right. It did evolve from the lineage of croquet, but pool, the name came from back when they had gambling in the sports betting places all over the U.S. You could go bet on horses. Because of that, they had pool tables there for people to pass the time. So it was basically you're pooling your bets. The pooling of the bet became the name of the game, pool, which is really pocket billiards.
Okay. So what do you think? I mean, they look a little bit older.
Okay, so looking at this set, we have snooker balls, bumper pool balls, and actual pool balls. The most unique balls that you have here are the pool balls right here. These actually are really unique because of the coloration. And usually they have black numbers, and you don't really see pool balls with the actual color of the stripe or the solid, where the font of the numbers are actually the same color. So that's pretty rare right there.
So what do you think the pool balls would be worth?
Well, first thing, if these are made of clay, they could be worth actually up to $3,000 to the right collector. Okay, so they started making billiard balls out of clay around the mid-1800s, all the way up into the late 60s. But what they did in the 1950s and 60s is they came up with a plastic billiard ball.
All right. So how do you figure out if they're made out of clay or made out of something else?
Well, first thing, clay balls were heavier than a normal pool ball. Let's see. Okay, so at first glance, these actually look like clay balls, but this is actually really light. Feels a couple ounces lighter than a normal pool ball. So I'd say it's probably made of polyester, some type of plastic. Right now, pool balls would be worth $100 tops.
All right, but so my man, this whole set together, what do you think it's worth?
Snooker balls, I'd say they're worth about 20 bucks. Bumper pool balls might be worth 5 bucks. The case actually doesn't really have a marking on it, but it's pretty cool, 50 bucks. So the whole set together, even though it's really cool, I'd say it's worth about 190.
All right. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problem, Rick.
Well, I thought they were worth a lot more than that.
I did too.
Pay me.
Don't be so quick. I think we should go play a game of billiards and let's just do like double or nothing.
I knew you'd try to weasel your way out of it. I got this.
All right. I got things to do.
Sorry you had to hear all that. You know, man, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not interested.
I mean, you wouldn't take 300?
I wouldn't pay you 50 bucks.
All right. You know,
Take care, my man. Come
enough.
back and see me anytime. Hopefully, we can make a deal next time.
unfortunately, we didn't make a deal, but on the plus side, I'll take them home, I'll put them on my wall, and they stay in the family.
I had a guy call the shop and say he's got an ancient Asian hand cannon. This is something I just had to see. So we're taking it right out of the desert to see if this thing is the Big Bang or just a bust. You must be Vincent?
Yes.
How's it going, Vincent?
Oh, well.
So what do we got here?
Well, looks to be a 17th century hand cannon.
These are amazing. Have you ever fired this thing before?
Not personally, but my dad shares stories that it has been fired before.
I would like to actually fire it.
You're gonna fire this thing?
No, I mean, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I called the guys at the pawn shop to come down today to check out my hand cannon. I got it from my father, who ended up getting it from his grandparents and great-grandparents. It was very old, a lot of oxidation on the exterior of that barrel. I don't have really much of any sentimental value to the hand cannon. I'm hoping to sell the hand cannon for $4,500 today.
This is incredible.
What exactly is a hand cannon?
This is the first handheld gunpowder shooting device. The Chinese are the first ones to come up with a hand cannon. Basically, they invented gunpowder long before the Europeans did. This is cast iron. You can tell it's really utilitarian. They didn't give a damn what it looked like as long as it worked. And it looks like probably around 1500, right around then.
How do we know it's an actual hand cannon? I mean, it looks like you had a little spike you stuck in the ground and shot it, because I can't imagine shooting a cannon like this.
No, believe it or not, they held them, okay? It's really, really heavy. This thing probably weighs like 50 or 60 pounds. You would hold it, you gotta be really strong. And then, you know, one guy would hold it and another guy next to him would have to light it. So it was massively intimidating.
Yeah, dude, I just don't buy that some guy's sitting there holding this thing and shooting it like a cannon and then not flying back and hurting somebody. It looks to me more like it would go on the ground like that and then you would shoot it.
You'd think holding a cannon would just like rip your arms out, but with all that weight, it doesn't have that big of a recoil.
I'm not believing the whole hand cannon situation.
Do you have kids?
No.
You're lucky. Okay. So how much are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get 4,500 out of it.
Okay. My buddy Alex is coming out. He's an arms expert. He'll take a look at it and see if it's fireable and everything else like that.
Perfect.
All right, so just a few minutes, he should be here.
Okay. I am hoping the expert would be giving the value that I'm hoping for, 4,500, and to maybe, teach us a few more things that I don't even know about it.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
Alex.
So, he's trying to tell me that some guy held this in his hand and shot it. I don't buy it. It looks like some kind of mortar thing.
Oh, well, technically it's a hand cannon and that's its handle. So, yeah, that was sort of the original intent. And they also pushed it into the ground. So there were a lot of uses for it, but in technical terms, we call that part of this hand cannon the handle.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go with the hand cannon thing for you, if it makes you happy.
So what do you think?
So this is one of the most rudimentary devices considered a firearm that ever existed. It's Central Asian, maybe Indian, Indo-Persian, Afghanistan, that sort of region. It's iron, but I would date it 16 to 1700. It has a touch hole drilled into it, so they could put some powder in the touch hole and fire it that way. When these were originally designed, they stuffed anything down there. Pebbles, arrowheads, anything that would come out and do damage. Is your intention you really want to fire it?
Yeah, why not? If we fire it, and it actually fires well, and I have a video of it, and I do buy it, I can sell it better.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
I do need to see down the bore. And I'd like to be able to see if there's any obvious cracks or fissures. So this is a little bit of a light that'll show me the general shape of the inside of the barrel. Hand cannons were of the age of swords and bows and arrows, and while they could do destruction, they definitely instilled fear in the enemy due to the fire, the sound, and if you did get hit by a projectile, it wasn't a good thing for you. So this hand cannon is actually in pretty good shape for its age. The bore walls are thick. We can fire it with a low load of black powder.
So what do you think it could be worth?
I've seen things go like this on auction for as much as $10,000.
Okay.
I've seen them go for a lot less, $5,000, $7,000 in that range. What I'd like to do is I'd like to see it shoot before I give you a final value.
All right, we'll go and load the thing. I'm gonna film it. I think we should stand back.
I would stand about over there.
So you're not gonna hold it?
No, I'm not holding it. No way.
I mean, that's the whole point. It's a hand cannon.
I know, but I inspected it and it looks good, but I do think we should keep our distance, so I stuck it in the earth. I put some boulders behind it to anchor it down. We're ready to fire. Oh, and Corey, I took your advice and I got your special bear.
Thank you.
You got the bear from the pawn shop.
Very special bear.
So Corey asked me to stop by the shop to get the teddy bear, and I rigged it with some really special stuff. So if I can just hit it, it will explode. Like, I'm ready. Everybody good?
Let's see this. Uh-oh.
Teddy! That was so good, Corey. Great job. What a good idea.
It's vaporized.
I gotta say, the hand cannon's cooler than I thought.
All right. Well, it was a heck of a show. I got a great video. So what's it worth?
It's a very nice example, but it's rudimentary, and the collector's market is so-so for it. So I think this $5,000.
Well, thanks a lot, man. This
All
was
right.
an amazing day, right, by the way.
Yeah, this is really fun. Corey, great idea.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. I value this hand cannon at $5,000. It's a really nice example, and it's 400 years old, but it's not the earliest example of a hand cannon. But now that it can fire, and we can prove that with a video, Rick will have an easier time marketing it.
So, you wanted $4,500. If it's worth $5,000, I can't pay that. I mean,
Sure.
it takes a long, long time to sell this. So I'm thinking more like $2,000. It's a really limited market. That's the most I can do.
Well, I can do 2,000.
Okay, cool. Just get it back to the pawn shop, and we'll do some paperwork and get you paid.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Take care, man.
Thank you.
You blew up the teddy bear. You know, dude, it was old and it was dusty, and I was just tired of looking at it. I mean, you ever see a teddy bear blow up?
I know, I never saw a teddy bear blow up.
Well, now you have.
I got a call from Barry Dakake, a renowned chef here in Las Vegas. He wants to sell his iconic door from his former restaurant that has tons of signatures from world-famous celebrities. I have no idea if this is something I'm going to buy or how big it is, so I picked up Corey in my Mercedes Sprinter van, and we're going to go down and see if this is an opportunity worth knocking at.
All right, let's go check it out. He's already got it set up.
Yeah. I mean, it's super impressive.
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? Welcome.
What's up,
What's
Barry?
happening? How are you?
Doing well. You pulled the door out.
I pulled the door out. We made it happen.
I mean, so you've been a big-time chef in Vegas for a long, long time.
Yeah, 98.
I think I've known you for 15 years, right?
Maybe a little longer, yeah.
So you got doors going back with, like, celebrity signatures on them.
2002, that's when the shakedown door started. We call this the shakedown door. And how that came about was Carmelo Anthony used to come in a lot, and I would have him sign jerseys and things like that. And he's like, man, I'm sick of signing this stuff. And he says, look, he says, there's a door. That's the perfect thing. He signed it. He goes, you're going to call this the shakedown door. So I reached out to my good friends Rick and Corey because I'm interested in selling my shakedown door with lots of autographs and signatures. So the shakedown doors are a collaboration of autographs that have been throughout the years, celebrities, from athletes to singers to Grammy Award winners. I mean, it's such an eclectic group on the door. So I'm asking $25,000 for the door. I'm wanting to sell this door because I'm buying a new English Bulldog. Anything that's left over will definitely go to charity. So it's all for a good cause at the end of the day. Bringing in a new family member and giving some money to charity. What's better than that?
It's super cool. So this one's from your old restaurant, right?
This is from the Palms Hotel, yeah. This is going back maybe 12 years, 14 years. And we have a lot of great autographs on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the top corner, you have Champagne Wishes and Caviar Dreams from Robin Leach, Frankie Valli from Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Nicolas Cage, and then over here, Tim Babington, one of the original artists on The Simpsons. Joe Montana, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time.
What's the weirdest thing that one of these guys requested?
Man, that's a hard question. I don't really know what the craziest thing somebody ordered was.
Because I can tell you what I think it was.
What was it?
We brought the old man to your restaurant, and he ordered a well-done steak and asked for ketchup on the side.
It was. He did ask for ketchup on this. I remember that. Yeah, he did ask for ketchup. And I think I do toasted mustard seeds. And I think he sent the ketchup back and said, I want plain ketchup, if I'm not mistaken.
He did not care at all.
No, he's all right. He's all right.
All right, so, I mean, you saw everybody sign the door, and I've been friends with you forever, so I know it's legit. The weird thing is, I just have no idea what it would be worth. I mean, it's just like, it's on a door.
Yeah.
It's a one-of-a-kind item. So do you have any idea what you're looking to get out of it?
I'm looking to get about $25,000.
Okay.
You want me to call Steve?
Yeah, give Steve a call. Well, when Steve comes down, he'll take a look, and he'll help me figure out a price.
Okay.
But while he's coming down here, I'm a little bit hungry. I'm sort of wasting away here.
All right, come on, let's go get something. We'll cook up a storm.
Wow, that's a lot of signatures.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of everything here. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Oh, I like it. So the guys I could see on here, are pretty interesting. You know, you've got the greatest defensive player probably of all time, Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, you know your autograph.
Yeah, Warren Moon. I see the hit king Pete Rose, so all-time hit leader. Nicolas Cage, which this is the one that kind of sets above all the other ones, just because one thing, Nicolas Cage, if you get his autograph, it's like just a squiggly line, but he actually wrote something to you.
Yeah.
And down here, that's the Simpsons character, Dedrick Tatum.
Yeah.
That's like a really cool piece on there. So you've got a great kind of mix here of guys.
Okay, so like, we know the signatures are real because Barry was there when they signed them.
Absolutely.
But the big thing is like, what is this thing worth?
I love all the autographs. Everything's real. You got the sketch down there. You could start going one by one through these guys and saying, what's Joe Montana worth? What's Rose worth? Taylor, Moon. I don't really think we have too many people that have passed away that I could tell. Just based on what I see here, I'd say about $4,500.
Okay. He was hoping for more. Well, thanks, man.
Good luck,
Appreciate
Steve.
it.
Good to see you
man,
guys.
good to
Take
see you.
care.
Thank
See you,
you.
Corey.
Take care, buddy.
All right.
4,500 he says it's worth. I'll tell you what, I'll give you 3 grand.
Well, look at that. I was looking for a lot more, right? Let's go 7,500.
How do you like this proposition? Because we've been friends for a long time. I'll give you the 4,500 he said it was worth. I'll hang it in the pawn shop.
Okay.
Every time a celebrity comes in, I'll try and get him to sign it. And eventually when I sell it, I'll split the profit with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah, as long as Chum doesn't write all over it.
All right, that's the deal. That sounds good. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thanks, Rick.
Can you get a cart and use your muscles and stuff? I'm old, I got a bad back.
Barry, where can I find a cart?
Yeah, come on, let's go get one back here.
I appreciate it,
All
Barry.
right, let's go. I feel pretty good about the $4,500. I mean, I was asking $25,000 for it, but $4,500 is a start. You know, we'll bring Steve back, we'll see what it's worth, and we might get a lot more money. But I do have $4,500 in my pocket to spend on the new dog, so we'll start from there, you know?
This is why I brought the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. With my brains and your brawn, we can go pick up another dozen doors.
Let's just stick with the door we got. What's up, chump?
You guys honking for me?
Who else?
You just wanted to show me that you brought your Mercedes Sprinter into work?
No, I'm not showing this off. What I'm going to show you off is what's in the back.
What's in the back? Let me guess, it's a raise for me.
No, it's not a race.
Oh. You got a door, wow.
Just not any door. It's a really cool door. Chef Barry Dakake. He had a door, and the celebrities would sign it. We have Nicolas Cage, Joe Montana. It just goes on and on here.
This looks like a Simpsons character of Mike Tyson. That's pretty cool.
So I made a deal with them. I'd give them $4,500 for the door, and then I'd have it in the pawn shop for a while, because we get celebrities in, and they can sign it, and then we'll sell it for more money. And I'll split the profits with them. I'm thinking I get a few extra bucks for it if I sign it.
You're gonna sign your own door?
Yeah, maybe. You think they'll add some money?
No, not at all.
Bring it upstairs to my office, and we'll go from there.
You want it upstairs?
What's wrong with bringing it up to the 3rd floor?
The door's heavy.
Just get it up there, guys. I am like a local celebrity.
You know, ever since he got this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, he keeps buying larger, odder things.
Let's get this thing put up.
We're gonna need a cart, man. It's heavy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a dolly. This door's intimidating.
I was contacted by a guy looking to sell his 1941 Buick Roadmaster. I couldn't turn down the opportunity to check out this antique car, and I'm bringing Corey along for the ride.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey.
So this is it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very cool. So you got a 1941 Buick Roadmaster. These are amazing.
I mean, it's a cool car, and I mean, I know the old man had one. I just never in my life have I had a friend say, "Hey, man, I really want a Buick."
Really?
I called the guys from the pawn shop and I wanted to check my 1941 Buick Roadmaster. I purchased in 2011 this vehicle online. My wife loves the 40s, and it's our date car. We go out and go to the movies, things like that. It's a looker, you know, it turns some heads for sure. I'm trying to sell a car today for $30,000. My son has to go to college, so we gotta make it happen, so.
I absolutely love this. You look at a car from 1929, it's really boxy and square. By the time this car was made, it was all about the aerodynamics. You have the whole torpedo back, big fenders, all this chrome work on it. Because it's like the pinnacle of 1941 design. Yeah, so this said 1941. There was not a 1942 Buick or a 43 or 44 or 45 because World War II broke out. There were no Buick road cars. There was basically no cars made in the United States. All manufacturing production was going towards the war effort.
So was there like Buick tanks or anything?
Yes, there was.
They say Buick on them?
They might, you know what I mean? I know Ford, when he was making all the Jeeps and everything, he made sure there was an F on every single bolt.
So what have you done to it since you got it?
I've done not much. I've had a belt break. I have put a new belt. It was hard to find, but I found it.
Okay, can you open up the hood? So you can
Absolutely.
look?
Come on this side.
Buick Fireball. This was a big deal back then. This was a very powerful motor for 1941. I mean, it's 135 horsepower. That doesn't sound like a lot today, but back then, that was a lot of power.
I mean, it looks really clean. It looks good.
Doesn't have air conditioning.
So does it run?
It does run.
And what are you looking to get out of it, man?
30,000.
30 grand, okay.
Can we take it for a spin?
Sure.
All right.
Yes, the car does run, not too fast. It doesn't stop on a dime, but it runs fine.
It's a beautiful car, though. I mean, like, this car was literally made by a designer to look good. Lots of power, terrible gas mileage.
They didn't care about gas mileage when they made this thing, did they?
No, they didn't care about gas mileage. This was a luxury car. I mean, this is just giant Detroit iron. That's what I love about this thing.
That doesn't sound legit.
I mean, it needs a little work. All right, I'm kind of lost. Where do we go?
I don't live here. How long do you think we could drive this thing before the guy gets mad? I've never really been an older car guy. This one, though, for some reason, has me a little intrigued. I mean, I guess I really never paid attention to pre-World War II Buicks. I mean, the whole Art Deco thing inside of it, I mean, it's just really cool.
I mean, well, it drives like a champ, but there's something wrong. I think it's the throwout bearing in the clutch. This way, when you push in the clutch, you get that weird sound. 30,000 is a fair price, in amazing shape, but it's just not in amazing shape. I'd give you 12 grand for it.
Can't go 12.
Four-door is just not nearly as cool as a coupe, you know, and, I mean, what's your bottom dollar on it?
25.
Yeah, I just couldn't do 25. Yeah. I mean, I can
maybe do 18?
I can't do 18.
18 would be it. It really would. I mean, it's a beautiful car, but there's just issues with it.
Yeah, I can't go for 18. I'm sorry.
You can come any closer to 18. Just give me an idea.
23 and a half.
18.5?
No.
Like, I'm stretching it at 18.5.
I know you are. I can't go that low. I'm sorry.
All right. If you change your mind, let me know.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one, man.
Thank you. So I thought I was going to leave here with 30 grand today, but I guess the deal didn't have any traction, so sorry.
Why, hello. What do we have here?
I've got a 1920s dental chair, and that's a treadle dental drill.
Okay. You into collecting torture devices?
I'm at the pawn shop today to sell my 1920s dental chair and a dental drill. I own an antique store, and I think it's very macabre and very scary. I bought it from a guy who had it in his basement. It was his great-grandfather's, who was a dentist. I'm looking to get $1,000 for the two pieces.
Okay, definitely different.
How old is this stuff?
Probably 19-teens or 20s. And this is a treadle dentist drill. Probably 1800s. They came out with these like in the 1870s. Most people don't realize this, but believe it or not, dentists started off as barbers. Before there was like dentists, basically the barber was your catch-all, everyday doctor. They were literally called barber surgeons. So they took care of small operations, they bled you, and they took care of your teeth. Up until the mid-1800s, like once a year, you needed to go to the barber and get a good bleeding. Sort of like your annual doctor checkup, your annual bloodletting. That's what you did at the barber. I mean, only rich people went to actual physicians who went to college. But if you were just an average Joe, you just went to the barber shop, got a haircut, got a shave, got a tooth pulled.
Yeah, I'll pull my own tooth before I let my barber do it.
But this was actually a pretty amazing invention when they came out with this thing. It's actually a high-speed drill. You would start cranking your foot right there. That would spin the big wheel. The belt would start spinning this right here.
And it's kind of scary if a dentist is doing technical work in your mouth, but his foot is going like this.
Yeah, it was a pretty brutal process back then. I mean, people died from having bad teeth. You know, King Tut died from a bad tooth. Believe it or not, dentists actually save lives.
So what are you looking to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
How much do you want for these things?
I was looking to get $1,000 for both of them.
Okay. I mean, it's really interesting, but
it's terrifying.
You know, the drill is broken. The chair is in really rough shape, and if it was in better shape, maybe, but it's just too rough. Okay. Well, thanks for bringing it in. It's just not for me, man.
Okay.
All right, have a good one.
Hey, thanks for looking at it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Weren't you going to schedule a dentist appointment?
Not now.